Finally, the dog lovers of Lake County are paying attention to our needs. Socialization with our human friends by holding pups on the patio, and at the same time helping our brothers and sisters at the Humane Society.
But what about the cats?
We don't need no stinking cats. But look at the fun we had.
She's very exuberant, so it really perks up the people's spirits to see a dog overcome such challenges. So
that's really great.
We make a good use out of it.
Cool. So what is this comic strip going to be about?
It's going to be about a dog and a little puppy. He's got a bunch of friends he has adventures in the backyard with.
Hi, my name is Joanne Keller and I'm a nurse practitioner here in Mount Dora, Florida. We offer full body and breast imaging without radiation, without contact, without pain. It's called thermography or digital infrared thermal imaging. It is used as an adjunct to getting mammography or other body imaging. Inflammatory breast cancer cannot be detected with a mammogram, and that's so important. Thermography is a wonderful tool to be used by many healthcare providers. So I welcome you to make an appointment and come in and learn more about digital infrared thermal imaging.
Hi, I'm Joanne Rittenhouse and I'm the president of the Humane Society of Lake County. And we're glad that you're here today. And one of the things that we do, one of our fundraisers, is Pups on the Patio. And that's a real fun event, and it's an event to get you to be aware of the things that we do at our shelter. It's fun for all the dogs, but remember that the reason that you guys are doing all this is to raise money for our shelter. And some of the things at our shelter here, you're going to visit all of our animals, you're going to see the people that work out here.
Hi, I'm Alice Davis. I'm the shelter supervisor, and I'm really pleased to have you out here today. I can give you a quick tour. Okay, in here we have 3 rooms for cats. What we try and do, we try and have every cat have its own cage. That way it helps us keep down on diseases and to catch diseases right away. And then every cat has a chance to go out here and play out in gazebos where they can play out here in the fresh air. This one here is what we call isolation. This is where our sicky cats are in. We keep them in there until the veterinarian has them cleared. And then we go back here to our kennels. All of our dogs are like our own pets here. We try and have one dog per kennel, but in case when we have, like right here, we have cages of 3 puppies together, then we put the 3 pups together. They're all waiting to find new homes. What we do is we have a criteria that we want people to follow to adopt an animal. So what we do is we have them fill out a questionnaire, and they have to pass. They actually have to be approved by us because we don't sell animals, we adopt them. When a dog first comes into the shelter, we have what we call isolation kennels, which means we put them in the isolation kennels, so we want them to see, we can check them for any underlying diseases, check them if they have any coccidia or anything like that. They stay in here for at least 10 days, so that way we can check them to make sure they not go into the main population. And then once that's done, then they can move up, and then we get them spayed, neutered, and then they're ready to go home. We do have a barn back there when we seize large animals, horses, cows, whatever. We've had goats, chickens, ducks, pigs, ferrets, rabbits, everything here. We have a bunny farm over there, and this is all of our property. The dogs all get, when they get time to take for walks, they're taken all over this property here. And this is a caretaker's mobile home. We do have somebody living here, takes care of our grounds, and also he doesn't walk through, or he or she doesn't walk through at night to check on the animals. So we really treat the animals like our own.
These are a majority of our older cats. Each one has their own individual story of why they're here. Everybody has to be spayed or neutered before they leave here. A lot of these cats come in also as mothers, so we let them have their litters. Once the litters are big enough and they're weaned, the mom gets spayed, so no more kitties, and then all the babies get spayed, and hopefully we can find, good homes for them. Little Tarzan here was found up in a knothole in a tree after a really bad storm, so that's how he got his name as Tarzan. We have a litter of 7 kittens in here that actually somebody on the 4th of July weekend was at a cemetery, and the lady saw some people throwing them out of a van along with their mom, and they were able to catch 7 of them. And then they went back and caught the other ones, but because at that point we were full at capacity, just with the 7 and the ones we already had, we couldn't take the other ones, so they took them home. But all these little guys, one of the biggest problems that we're having right now is financially, because all these guys had to go and be tested for feline AIDS leukemia, make sure they're healthy. They did have some worming that had some special worming that had to be done, and now they're just waiting to get spayed and neutered and go home. And Bo's very special too. He was down in the woods by a gentleman, but he's already got a home. He's just waiting to get neutered next week, so he's going home.
How much does it cost to adopt a cat?
It's $50, and that includes they're already spayed and neutered. All their shots will be up to date. There is an approval process to go through, different rules, regulations, requirements that we have. We want to make sure we line up the right cat with the right family. And they eat a lot.
Hi, I'm Dan Davis. I'm the cruelty investigator for the Humane Society of Lake County. I've been with the agency for probably more than 25 years. The main purpose of the Humane Society is to educate the people, more so than to seize the animal and take it into custody. I'd say 90% of my cases, education works. Maybe 10% we have to get involved with the legal system and take them into custody and charge them with animal cruelty. The main thing is people get little tiny dogs, little puppies or whatever, and then they tie them out back and they kind of forget that they're back there. And in this Florida heat, when it's 95 degrees, they gotta have constant water. And they'll deprive them of water, proper shelter, and sometimes even food. And a lot of my cases over the years have entailed where they haven't gone back to the dog, and the collar around the dog's neck actually grows into the neck because the dog grows and they don't make the collar bigger.
What do you think that they should know?
Mainly that our Humane Society has been in existence for over 30 years. We run strictly on donations. We don't receive any money from the state, the county, or any type of revenue from anybody. Everything that you've seen here today, everything that we have has been donated to the Humane Society. Without the public's assistance, our Humane Society would close down. We're an adoption agency. We don't sell our animals. We're very fussy. They have to have fenced-in yards. They have to be on certain types of medication, like flea control, heartworm preventative. They have to be taken care of well. At times it's very depressing. It's like it's hand in hand with child abuse. When you arrive at a scene and you see this dog that's 30 pounds underweight and he's skin and bones, I mean, you could just cry. And unfortunately, sometimes when you're talking to the owner, they're not even aware that they're not taking care of the animal properly. So we have to take the animal, I should say I myself personally, have to seize the animal, bring him to the vet, start taking care of him, get him back on their feet, put the weight on him, and then find him a good loving home.
I just want to thank all the people who have helped us out with Pups on the Patio, all the restaurants, all of our printing, all the people who have helped us out and made Pups on the Patio a big success, especially Marnie and Paul of the Green Canine. I also like to thank all of our employees here and all of our volunteers here at the shelter. Without them, we couldn't do it. Check out our new website, and we also have a list on our website of all the things that we can use at our thrift shop. All the money that we make at our thrift shop comes back to help our shelter. Everybody that works at our thrift shop is volunteers, and we can always use more volunteers. So anybody who's interested, please call our shelter. You can call us at 352-589-7400, and we can also use people out at the shelter for volunteers. And thank you, everybody. Thank you to all of our people who work out at the shelter, all our volunteers, our cruelty investigator, Alice Davies, who takes care of everything out here at the shelter, and thank you for all our sponsors.